It has now emerged that as early as June this year, the government had traced higher than recommended levels of iron in samples of cooking oil retailing, a fact which necessitated the suspension of 10 batches from the market last week. The Kenya Bureau of Standards says that it took 3 months to respond owing to required due diligence, which precedes any remedial action. Brian George now reports.
For 3 months, beginning the end of the second quarter of this year, market surveillance has shown the Kenya Bureau of Standards that a section of cooking oil manufacturers were flouting prescribed thresholds for iron content in their product. It is only last week that the market watchdog took action, suspending 10 batches from the circulation and directing that concerned manufacturers take remedial action.
Okay, we give them a few minutes.
On Monday, the government was locked in a meeting with representatives from the Kenya Association of Manufacturers, Bidco, Pwani Oil, Kappa Oil and Menengai to address the sticky issues.
We have a maximum of 2.5, and when we collected samples from various shops, we detected they were slightly higher, and that is the essence or the reason why we have decided to inform the manufacturers and distributors that whatever does not meet the requirement need to be withdrawn or recalled.
Despite the prevailing shortage of palm oil in the global market, the government has shrugged off fears that the suspension of the concerned batches risks precipitating shortage of product in the market.
You have to understand that each batch is tested at its processing time. Just because this batch of water had an issue doesn't mean the next or the one before had an issue. And that's why we're saying this is not a ban. Okay? So it's just about that batch, and that's why it's important to clarify these are the batch numbers that are of concern to us.
Whereas manufacturers are supposed to self-regulate on the matter, KEBS says it has put in place monitoring mechanisms to ensure compliance. So both KEBS and the Ministry of Industrialization say there haven't been any grave effects on the consumer reported so far. But be it as it may, legal action has to be taken against those firms found culpable for this. Brian George, NTV, Nairobi.